without Alright guys, we're back for game number 2 with Gimme the D Shield facing off against ReGen Red. ReGen Red taking a game number 1, and this time around we're going to be hopping on into Infernal Shrines, the map choice of Gimme the D Shield. So once again they're going to ban out the garage and take away Deckard this time around, and Genji and Mephisto will be removed on the other side, which is going to lead to a Diablo first pick for ReGen Red. Infernal Shrines is quite a good map for Diablo if you can get the right angles, and with the right angles you can do the math. You can easily get yourself some kills, and with that they're going to pop onto the Kel'Thas and Alexstrasza train, because Kel'Thas is actually quite potent on this map, and Alexstrasza, well, if there's a map that she's good at, Infernal Shrines is definitely better than Towers of Doom. And based on the stats that I did have, this would actually be, I believe, Gimme the D Shield's first loss with Alexstrasza. She had 6 games, 100% win rate. If we take a look at anyone else who may have suffered a loss there, let's see. No other 100%. Their Jaina has only been picked once, as has their Diablo, and both of them have now suffered losses. But the big one was really their Alexstrasza, which had never seen a loss up until that point. Now, Tyrande and Jaina, this is some nasty picks coming out from ReGen Red. They have a lot of cleanse, a lot of spell armor. Either which way you go, it's all good in the hood for ReGen Red. Jaina, Diablo, they're going to show them how it's executed, I feel like, on the side of ReGen Red. Not that it's just a good combo, but I feel like it's kind of like, yeah, we can make this work, and we can make this work a lot better. And with that, they're going to take out the Malthael and the Yrel. So Malthael is also another common pick for Gimme the D Shield. A little bit more common than I'd say, or am I misconstruing? Nope, sorry, misconstrued. Malthael is not a common pick for him, but they have taken him out regardless because he's kind of nice against Diablo. Now, with that, they are going to pick up the Anubarak and Blaze. So they're going back with their Blaze. I really didn't see many bunkers that were valuable in those team fights. So I feel like Blaze is a mispick. If you're not using bunker well, then you've lost the value of the Blaze pick. Really, that's what it comes down to. Blaze's value is largely in his bunker, and in this situation, though, against the Phoenix, it's pretty valuable. Now, we're going to see Leo as the pick here against Blaze in the solo lane, which a good Leo player will win that solo lane. And the downside, of course, is that Blaze is arguably a little bit more valuable in team fights, especially against that Phoenix. Leo has time to ramp up and start really providing value. So if you compare him against someone like a Yrel, a Leo, it takes until level 13 before he starts providing value. And at the same time, Yrel starts providing that sort of same value at level 4. And we're going to get a wild Alarak pick as the final choice here. Alarak pick is actually pretty nice against the Phoenix. If you can pull and silence Phoenix, he's pretty much bust. There's nowhere for him to go except to his grave. And they do have a lot of CC. They do have a slow from Leo. They do have the slows from Jaina. They have the slows from Diablo, which will most likely go Lightning Breath to empower Phoenix's Purification Salvo, and Tyrande for another stun. So both sides have a lot of CC. We got Kel'Thas for stuns, the Bug for double stuns, Alarak for displacement and silence, and Blaze with a stun, and Alexstrasza once she goes into dragon form with the knockback. So a lot of CC being brought to the showdown between Gimme the D Shield and ReGen Red. We're going to hop on into the game as we're now ready to go. We got Bashing on the Kael'thas, Samwise on the Alarak, Pandemona on the Alexstrasza once again, and Dr. Sigeli on the Anub Arak. We also have Nutster91 once again on that Blaze, and that is going to be Gimme the D-Shield. On the other side, we got Shui on the Diablo, -40, playing the Jaina, well named for Jaina here. We got Retchik on the Tyrande, Zenzvet on the Phoenix, and finally GMC a Thornbody is going to be on that Leoric, and that's going to be ReGen Red. Now, taking a look at what we got here, we're going to see Circle of Life, the Mana Addict, the Nerubian Armor, New Habits, and Sustaining Power. Now, I really don't think Sustaining Power is usually the go-to choice. I don't think it has a merit if you're in the 4-man as Alarak. If you have it, you should be in the solo lane, in my opinion. So we're going to get the Celestial Attunement, so we basically get the CC removal, which will give 2 CCs capable of being removed, which is quite valuable overall. The Ossian Renewal is okay. I don't think this is necessarily the greatest map for it, but it's not terrible on this map. We'll also get the Arsenal Synergy, the Soul Shield, and Fingers of Frost. Now, the Soul Shield makes a lot of sense against this team, especially with Tyrande not going with the Spell Armor. The Soul Shield does make sense. Unfortunately, that means no Feast on Fear for no actual HP gaining. Samwise going to be actually caught out here in the meantime, but is going to be healed up for free. And this silence is actually going to completely whiff there. So with Soul Shield, you won't get any healing that Feast on Fear would provide, but it does prevent a lot of damage against this team. Very nice stun coming out from Tyrande there. Sam getting slowed down, a few more shots, and that'll be first blood. Now, top lane looking how you expect with Thornbody holding it, and with that extra kill, they get themselves the lead. Additionally, with Phoenix, I'd like to actually see Diablo just sit and interrupt the wave, because this wave could have actually been cleared up a little bit more by those towers, forfeiting some of the XP that Gimme the D-Shield would have been able to grab. Nice stun there from Shui, and Tyrande follow-up on point. Bomb not going to be spreading. Take note, guys, I see it too often. People humping each other's legs and just eating stuns all day long. Now, with that, level 4s have come online. We're going to see the Surge of Vitality, the Energy Rule. We got the Underking, Adhesive Petroleum, and the Chaos Reigns. We also have the Lunar Blaze, the Neil Peasants, the Target Acquired, Souls to the Flame, and Frost Shards. So no one has yet to rotate up completely. We actually have a very slow rotation by both teams here, neither team getting their Bruiser Camp as well. And with that, we'll be heading on up finally as both teams make their way up here. Now, I would have liked to see someone take the Bruiser Camp to get that pressure, but they kind of all didn't seem like they knew what they wanted to do as teams. They pick up, Gimme the D-Shield a little bit more cognizant on what they wanted to do, pick up that Mercamp mid, which will then go uncontested. Nice silence there from Samwise, going to push him on off temporarily here, and Thornbody can walk away with that Wraithwalk at any given point. So this is something to keep in mind as a team. You always want to push up the wave to keep vision. And Shui will be able to provide vision as well with that Fire Stomp simultaneously. Very nice oil spill there from Nutster to force him to walk through it. And things have evened up pretty dramatically here. We got 19 to 19, and there's Shui coming on in. The overpower Dr. Sigeli should be able to burrow away. Comes on into Zen, and Zen is going to be able to assault from afar without really any damage as well. Shui, however, going to take a chunk of it, and many members on the side of Gimme the D-Shield are going to get rather low. But it looks like they have forfeited altogether on the side of ReGen Red. I'm surprised because their health pools were much better overall, that they just walked away and gave this up. At this point, working on the sidewalls are really what a team should do as for. You can see that only Dr. Sigeli was working on, well, at that point, the tower. But if you get full 4-man on that, you can completely dive with the Punisher. Gate opened up, but at this point, really not going to do too much. And because of the proper leap that ReGen Red got out of the Punisher, pretty much this opens up the top. And keep in mind, if you don't remember or don't understand like why the XP is still technically in ReGen's Red favor, is because Tower XP has been nerfed significantly. At this point, it's very little to gain out of only the towers, which is why they actually still maintain that lead. Leg humping comes free with every Kael'thas pick on the enemy team, because you too can have your team clump up and hump your leg as they spread the bomb to you. So looking at 7's picked up, we're going to get the Life Blossom once again. We're going to get the Burned Flesh. We're also going to be getting the Subterranean Shield, the Grill and Kill, and Applied Force. Shui going to be CC'd here, trying to juke Samwise, going to partially juke it and take next to no damage when it's all said and done. Other side, we had the Loons Chosen here. Hopelessness is actually the choice instead of Unyielding Despair or Unwilling Vessel. I can't remember the level 7, which adds additional healing for a Leo. Shui coming on in, looking for Samwise, not going to get it with the stun from Wreck, and they'll have to just back on off. We also have the combat advantage, Eternal Flames, and the Ice Lance. So, in case you're wondering, yes, this is the right Jaina build that we're seeing here from ReGen Red. And if we take a look at total damage being dished out, we're actually going to see a Leo so far on top of those charts overall. The stun actually going to be a little bit mistimed from Shui and Wreck. A little bit of coordination issue it looked like. Although Wreck may have been using it to prevent Pandemonia from actually dropping any healing. So 10s are around the corner. Next objective coming online soon. Neither team has started up the Bruiser Camp. They're looking for Samwise. So remember, Samwise does not have the lightning. He has the sustaining power, which allows him to stay in lane better in solo. 10s are online, the pull and the silence. And guess what? Zen actually can win these trades all day long because that combo doesn't even take off his shield. So he just sits there in autos all day long. So we're going to get the Lightning Breath. We're going to get Ring of Frost, the Entomb, Purification Salvo, and the Shadow Stalk. Other side, we're going to get the Cleansing Flame, the Phoenix, the Cocoon, the Counter Strike, and the Bunker. So both teams have now started up their Bruiser, and because this Bruiser is a little bit later, it should actually get a little bit more value, as this will push on in, and then they'll have a Camp and the Bruiser helping to clear things up closer to the tower. With that, Thornbody will drop his Drain, and we're off to the race of who gets the Punisher. Now, we don't have any NASCAR here, and this is the closest you can get to racing between the two teams. Nice stun coming from Shui, the follow-up stun into the tomb. Samwise stuck. Purification Salvo going to come on out, but a very nice bunker from Nutzer going to keep him from getting too much out of that. Cleansing Flame has been plopped as well, trying to keep them all topped on off, and we got Pandemonia back in this thick of things with that dragon simultaneously. Shui getting low, and they're not going to secure the kill, but Thorn Body is really low as well. Very nice stun going to be coming out. Zen is going to have to back on off, and Gimme the D Shield is winning this objective at the moment. A lot of heroic shoes, no one going down, and control of the shrine goes to Gimme the D Shield. Now, this camp is getting the value that I was talking about. You can see they cleared it up and got basically nothing, and now Zen has to back here to take out the Shaman camp simultaneously. And a little T-Tor's action going on as Diablo just lost all his souls as the 5-man Gimme the D-Shield pushing on in, taking advantage of the fact that Zen is top and that they got themselves a big old Punisher to help them. Now, second Punisher, no wall down and ready to go. This Punisher is pretty much done for, but they're going to net themselves the front towers simultaneously. And this now opens up the 13 versus 12 scenario. They'll be able to start picking up camps rather easily. I like Dr. Sigeli's position alongside of Samwise. If they should come on in here and fight, there's the opportunity to combo them from here to Oblivion and get themselves some sick nasty lead. Top has been pushed in by Leo, but it's not going to really amount to too much here. They'll be able to hit 13. They won't have their advantage for much longer on the side of Gimme the D-Shield, but it is still a minor advantage nonetheless. Dr. Sigeli going to be caught out here. Samai's coming on in, and this is a 2v5, not where Dr. Sigeli wants to be. -40 coming on in deep, actually trying to body block there. The Coon has come out. We got Thorn Body in the thick of things as well. Ring of Frost going to capture too. -40 trying to drop the damage, getting also low, but Wreck keeping them up, and they get themselves 2 kills for no deaths on the side of ReGen Red, and they're looking really good right now. This won't give them too much opportunity. They can go and push down bottom. They could go and push down mid. Really, the best place to push is top because that's the next objective. They won't be able to get much of an XP lead because you can see 14, 13, and Nutster getting that fort really does help because the XP is locked in those forts nowadays, which means that these 2 forts are mega value. Shui coming on in, the overpower, the stun, but a beautiful body block from Shui. The bunker though, is Zen going to get the kill, but Zen is now out of position, going to get pulled on back. Wreck doing everything he can. The Cocoon is actually going to save him temporarily here, as he should now be able to escape. The counter strike not going to do enough. Dr. Sigel and Shui getting really low. The Phoenix finishing him off, and they trade 1 for 1 there. The collapse from Gimme the D-Shield looking rather good. They do get the kill, but Dr. Sigeli's Cocoon actually probably saved Zen there. They may have actually been able to get 2 kills if the Cocoon went on to Wreck instead. Now, Shrine number 3 coming on up. They do have Diablo popping on up here soon. He has 85 souls, which means that, well, 85 souls, nothing to scoff at, especially with how Soul Shield works. And we also have Ice Block almost completed here. Looking at total damage, we got 22k and 22k. Other side, we got Alarak dishing it out. Dr. Sigeli going to be overpowered, looking for a way out. The combo from Samwise will miss, and they have pushed in very deep here and need to back on out as there's very little reason to stay. There's the Entomb, Dr. Sigelli, the stun on top, beautiful, and the lightning breath melting through him, but the bunker's going to keep him up and looking fine and dandy. Negative 40, going to be blown away. It got a little too hot in there for him, and that is going to be the first kill for this shrine. They're still looking for more. Shui should be able to escape here. Thorn body really low. There comes Dr. Sigelli. 16s were picked up as well, the stun, and Shui will be going on down. And that is a 2 for nothing. Bot lane pushed on in. Top lane pushed very far in. Gimme the D-Shield has the opportunity to actually win this game at this very moment. Dr. Sigelli coming on in hot, going to get the double stun, follow up, and Zen has nowhere to go except to a grave, and that is going to be a 3rd kill for Gimme the D-Shield. Just bodying people, flexing on them with their 16 advantage, and not letting them step forward at all. Gimme the D-Shield is angry, and they're going to Hulk smash their way alongside of John Cena. And I really like this. They have Nutster as the only person up here. In the same time, they're going to get all the camps that they can. Honestly, they should have started here, picked up this camp, and then gone bottom. To me, that's the most value town play. Nutster, however, has gotten next to no value top, and 16 is coming online. So I like this play other than the fact that they've now given up the 16 advantage, and Nutster did very, very little, allowing them to now come back and actually fight 16 versus 17. Shui getting into position. They have now gotten back control. Dr. Sigel looking for the angle. There is one. The stun, though, interrupting and followed up stun. A big old combo coming on out there. The damage, and they are ripped apart by the stuns. The power of bashing and the power of Samwise. All of that AoE damage just ripping through the bodies of ReGen Red, and that's exactly what they're doing right now, painting this map red with the blood of ReGen Red. Jaina next up on the list, and that's another one. At this point, it's safe to say ReGen Red has officially thrown their game out the window, as I don't know how they come back from the Punisher going to be marching on down. The silence. They don't have 2 members. They have no DPS to scare off Gimme the D-Shield. They get the mid, and they'll have the Punisher marching on down here very, very shortly. Dr. Sigel going to be overpowered. Nuts are coming on in with a nice jet propulsion. Samwise going to get the silence. Shui getting low, but a beautiful entomb there from Thornbody going to keep him up for now. And there is the ominous wrath value. Dr. Sigelli will pop the shield. Does he have it? He does have the burrow. The combo, though, from Samwise going to knock down Thornbody's health. And in the meantime, the Punisher is walking down the top lane. Punisher coming on in hot. He does have himself some minions, and with no one to jump it, they're looking at actually forcing out the core. The Ring of Frost coming on out. There's the stasis temporarily, but negative 40 in no man's land. 2 members down, and Gimme the D-Shield. I think they've done it. We have Zen inside the cocoon. We have the core shields all but down. We have a very healthy Punisher working on the keep. There's the Punisher alley-oop. John Cena coming on in from the top rope, going to take Phoenix down. And Gimme the D-Shield has turned this game completely on its head, making it look like, well, they had their friends or their cats playing the first quarter of the game. And now they decided to, really, really kick it into high gear because they didn't want it the 2-0. So let's take a look at what we got here. We had Samwise with a whopping 56k, almost 56.2k damage. We had Kel'Thas with 44k damage, and it falls off pretty quickly from Samwise as well. We got the 37.4k, the 32k, and the 32k. Jaina not working at all, as she only had a 31.4k. Anubarak hitting more damage, or dishing out more damage than Jaina did at the end of that game. You hate to see it. Now, total healing, this is what I was talking about. Pandemona hitting 74k, almost 25,000 more than Tyrande. And with their AoE, well, Alexstrasza was doubly perfect here. She heals the AoE damage, and once their AoE combos are down, they're fine and dandy. In terms of tanking, Shui showing up once again. We had 82.7k. Sorry, Diablo showing up once again. Let me correct myself. With 82.7k, but Dr. Sigeli coming in with that 77k. In terms of actual soak, well, they soaked out of their mind. Nutster 91, 4,000, basically more than Thornbody, and even Samwise not getting about 1k more. Now, that's going to do it for us here. But there is another game in 26 minutes. And that is going to be Divine 9 facing off against Hippity Hoppity, which is a Division A match. And before we go as well, we'll also pop up the replays for the game so you can all enjoy the great moments that we all bore witness to in these short minutes we had together in this game. All right, guys, thank you so much for coming on by. I am Akama. You can follow, you can subscribe, you can catch me on Twitter. You can even go to my YouTube for the VODs. But most of all, come on back to watch some more of my shoutcasts, as that's significantly the most important thing here, and not the follows or the subscribes or the bits or anything else. Come on back, enjoy the cast. If you have any feedback, shoot it my way. It's always a pleasure to hear what people have to say. Positive is the only thing I've heard so far, so suggestions on improving the stream and or just any feedback, like I said, is always welcome. So thank you so much, and I hope you all stick around for the next series this evening. And you want to see the talents. I do show the talents pretty frequently throughout the game anyways, but here are the final talents. Not that the 20s mattered too much there. We had the Ancient Flame here. We had the Flamethrower. We had the real... Wait, did Monka ask, did Nutzer not pick any talent at 16, or did it not show up? Was Nutster paid to not pick talents? We had the Lethal Onslaught here. Woo. We also had a Deadly Charge, which is generally expected. And let's see, no Ignite. Normally, I think that's the go-to nowadays as well. Instead, we had the Fury of the Sunwell, but there was a lot of CC to keep people locked down in there. And across the other side, we have these choices. Whoa, 16 was Crushing Hope. Interesting. And the Ominous Wrath instead of the Royal 16 talent for reduced cooldown, so you can Ominous Wrath all day long. We also had Dampening Field, we had Offensive Cadence, we had the Domination with the Hellfire, Icy Veins, and Numbing Blast. We had a Burning Rage, interesting, and nothing else too wild, I think. Alright guys, time to go and hit the replay. So once again, thanks for hanging out this evening.